As for JAKQ, this was one of the hardest Super Sentai shows to write about because I didn't know if I liked it or hated it when it was all said and done, but writing about it did help me articulate my ultimate opinions on it. The show follows a pretty simple henshin hero premise at the time, with 4 broken individuals chosen to become cyborgs to fight against evil. JAKQ took a more dramatic tone than Go Ranger initially, with random side characters getting killed left and right, though infamously as ratings got lower, the show slowly but surely became more lighthearted, even before the breakout star shows up. First, let's talk about the original 4 of JAKQ, and honestly, they're a step down from the Go Rangers. You have some cool concepts behind the characters, like Jack as a disgraced boxer, or Clover King being a scientifically necromance cyborg, but the series never expands on these concepts in meaningful ways, with even Heart Queen, the de facto girl of the team, not being as well handled as the original Pink and Go Ranger, leaning into more typical heroine tropes of the time, like falling in love with one of the members of the team out of nowhere. We've lost a sense of relatability and wide appeal in exchange for more boring stock action hero tropes. I know some people like the extra layer of violence JAKQ has early on, but honestly, it did nothing for me. Maybe if the show kept going in that direction, they'd find their footing, but those early edgier episodes are just alright. However, by episode 23, we are introduced to our first bonus ranger in the Super Sentai franchise, the White Wildcard, Big One. This guy basically hijacks the show as the new commander of the team, with all the plans to succeed via his various disguises and tricks. He's fun, but he could have been a bit better if his fellow team members were more reactive to his wacky hijinks. This highlights my main problem of how JAKQ was retooled to keep audience interest, as instead of expanding on the interesting elements they already had, they just kept cramming in new marketable ideas to the already existing framework, making the show feel very bizarre, not helped by one of the most infamous episodes in Super Sentai history of episode 27, aka the Nazi concentration camp episode. Look, I'm all for punching down on Nazis, but something about this episode just feels weirdly tone-deaf compared to the other times Toei has punched down. Either way, despite the sleek playing card aesthetic for its heroes, I didn't really care for JAKQ. It's nowhere near like the fun campiness of Go Ranger, and it doesn't really achieve the dramatic heights the best of Show a Kamen Rider does, so we're left with a pretty weak show. I honestly will remember JAKQ more for what came after it and what it inspired, like Big One's appearances in future Sentai films, or the Go Ranger crossover movie that sets up nearly every Toei Toku hero crossover trope in the book. Despite being shorter than Go Ranger, there's much less gold to find in JAKQ, which is quite a shame as I can see so much potential in its motifs and ideas, but potential can only get you so far if you don't use it.